Hello, welcome to a 20-minute practice. Perfect for either morning or afternoon, whenever you have time. And it's just going to be an opportunity just for you to find a little bit of balance, a little bit of physical presence, a little bit of relaxation before you start or move on with your day. So we're going to just start seated. I like to sit up on my bolster like this, but you can sit any other way. And we're going to just start to close the eyes when you're ready. And although we've only got 20 minutes, we're not going to rush the practice. We're going to be really present for these 20 minutes. So you can allow your focus to shift to being more inwards, more within your physical space. And just start to deepen your breath. Long and smooth inhales and long and smooth exhales. Just taking one more breath like that. And then we're going to lift up the right hand. You can open your eyes. And you're just going to lower down your index finger and your middle finger. Actually, no, we're going to keep them up. And we're going to bring the index finger and the middle finger together. And you're just going to place them on the third eye point. So that's your index finger, middle finger. And then your thumb and your ring finger can just hover over your nostrils. So the thumb hovers over the right nostril and the pinky finger hovers over the left nostril. And you're just going to cover your right nostril with your thumb and just breathe out whatever air is in your lungs through your left nostril. And then inhale through the left. Cover the left with your ring finger, exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Slight pause, cover right with thumb, exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Slight pause, exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Cover right, exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Cover left, exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Cover right, exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Cover left, exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Cover right, exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Release the hands, close the eyes. Breathe in and out through both nostrils a few times. We want to maintain this nostril breathing throughout the rest of the practice. Bringing your two hands together, acknowledging this special and sacred time you've given to yourself. Bowing your head forward towards your heart. With your next inhale, release the arms down and then lift the arms up. With your exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. What quality are you looking to bring in? Gathering it up, bringing it down to your heart center. Whether it's more presence, more balance, more joy. Gathering it up and bringing it in. And we're going to come over to all fours. Any props to the side. And we'll start with cat-cows. As you inhale, lower the belly, lift tail, chest, chin. As you exhale, rounding, drawing the belly in, chin towards chest. Just keep that going. Nasal breaths, eyes might close. Feeling into each part of your spine. And then we're going to lower to child's pose, so knees a bit wider. Sink the bum back to the heels, rest. The head onto the hands. Stay for a breath or two. With your next breath in, reaching your arms back forward. Instead of lifting the bum away from the hips like this, we're going to keep the bum low and we're going to slide the arms forward, coming into our Sphinx or up puppy position. It's a really nice back bend to start with, to start the practice with. It's just nice and gentle, and you can just kind of sway the spine a little bit from side to side. And then we're going to lower back down by sliding the elbows apart. Bring your hands under the shoulders again. Come back to a child's pose but with tucked toes. So you get a little bit of a stretch for the bottoms of the feet and the toes. If it feels okay to you, you can just slide the hands in a bit closer and actually bring the hands up onto the thighs so you're in a full toe squat. If that feels too much, just come back down with the hands. There's less pressure on the toe joints. You decide. Stay for one more breath. And coming forward again, coming into your first downward dog. And feel, does your body want to move a little bit here to pedal out the feet and legs, or does it want to just be still and ground through heels, hands? Child's pose is always there if you need it. We're going to walk the hands towards the feet. So you end up in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Hold the elbows, hang down. I'm just taking 2 more breaths here. Allowing the backs of the legs to lengthen, allowing the back to lengthen too. And then you can bring your hands back down again, bending the knees if you need to reach the floor. And we're going to walk all the way forward into a plank position. And just staying in plank for a moment. You can always drop the knees if you need to. Just accessing a little bit of your strength, a little activation. And then we'll lower the knees down. And we'll lower the upper body down slowly. With your next breath in, finding a little baby cobra, point the toes. With your next breath out, finding your way back to your down dog. We're going to step the right leg through. So look between your hands and you can try just stepping that right leg through. If it doesn't work out that way for you, if you can't quite step that leg through, drop the knees and then bring the right leg through like that. And we're going to end up in a low lunge, so left knee drops down. Back toes can stay tucked if that's comfortable, or untucked, it's up to you. And we're going to ground through the feet and lift the arms with a big breath in. Breath out, cactus arms, open heart. Breath in, lift the arms up. And breath out, fingers come back alongside that front foot and lift the back knee into runner's lunge. And then from here we're going to see if we can ground and lift all the way up to a high lunge. A little bit of activation for the legs. Soft breath. Turn this to warrior 2, plant that back heel down. You might feel you want a bit more space between the feet. Welcome to do that if you need. Just staying for 2 more breaths. Straighten that front knee, release the arms, spin your feet to face to the long left side of your mat. Hands to hips, take a breath in. As you breathe out, wide leg forward fold. Hands can stay on the hips if you're quite high up with the upper body, or can slide down the legs a little bit, maybe to ankles. Or if your arms are long enough, or your legs open enough, you can bring your hands to the floor. Only if it doesn't affect your spine, so we don't want to see the spine really rounding, the head disconnecting from the tail. We want to keep everything nice and integrated. Rather than coming back up, we're going to spin the feet back and walk your hands back towards the top of the mat, so you end up back in runner's lunge. And then we're going to step back to downward facing dog and just walk out the legs a little bit. With your next breath in, we're going to rock forward to a plank. With your breath out, you can lower the knees first if you like, or you can see if you can lower the whole body as one, bending through the elbows slowly down. Point your toes as you inhale, take a little baby cobra. As you exhale, find your way back to downward dog. And we're going to step the left foot forward, so whether you come to tabletop first and then help the left foot through, or if you just step it straight through, Right knee lowers. With your next breath in, we're going to come with the arms up. With your breath out, cactus the arms, open the heart. With your breath in, lift the arms back up again. With your breath out, hands down. Lift that back knee into runner's lunge. And for runners, just making sure your feet hip distance apart. Okay, so your femur bones are in line with the hip sockets. You're going to come to high lunge when you're ready, so grounding to lift. And just taking a couple of breaths here. Turning this to warrior two, planting that back heel, opening the arms, widening the feet a little bit if you need to as well. Feeling that strength in your hips, but this openness in the hips too. So that front knee is working over towards the left. So from your warrior two, just straightening out the front leg, releasing the arms, and then turning your feet parallel towards the long right side of your mat. I'm going to just turn around so you can see me better. And we're going to do a wide leg forward fold, so taking an inhale to ground and to lengthen the spine. And taking an exhale to fold forward over your legs. And we're just going to stay for a few long breaths. Again, there's no rush. And then we're just going to walk the hands back towards the top of the mat. So you're back kind of in that runner's lunge position. And then you can come back to your downward facing dog. And then from your downward dog, just lowering the knees down, sitting back on the heels, and just spinning the legs in front of you. And then we're just going to bend the left knee and draw the left leg in, and just draw your left sit bone just back an inch or so back from the right. And your left hand can come behind you, and you're in this nice seated twist. Taking a few breaths here. Seeing if you can really stay grounded through the back of that right leg. Right foot can stay flexed. And then we'll turn back to the front. Straighten out your left leg. Same pose on the right side. So drawing your right leg in. Right sit bone moves a bit back of the left sit bone. Right hand behind you. Grounding through the back of that left leg. Breathing into that nice twist of your spine. And turning back to the top of the mat. Straightening out both of your legs. Maybe you want to just point and flex the feet for a moment. And then bending the knees, sliding the bum forward so that you can come to lie down on your back. Maybe you feel like just widening the feet apart and just windscreen wipering the legs. Anything else that you feel like doing. You might feel like knees to chest or happy baby, or maybe even a little bridge pose. Just whatever you feel like, just to finish. And then we're going to come into our final rest. You might choose to straighten the legs out, or you can keep them bent like I am. And you might even just let the knees drop in towards each other, so you can really relax the legs. And just closing the eyes. And allowing yourself to settle just for this last couple of minutes. Noticing how your physical body feels. Maybe you're a little bit more present within your body. Maybe you can feel your energy body a little bit activated. And just bringing one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart space. Just a little bit of self-soothing touch, reassuring touch. A few deep breaths under your hands. And then just beginning to move however feels good. You might like to reach your arms overhead and just reactivate. Maybe a big yawn. And then just rolling over onto one side and helping yourself gently up to a seat. Bringing your two hands together, closing the eyes. I'm grateful for your practice, this time you've given to yourself. I'm grateful for the practice of yoga. Bowing your head towards your heart. Namaste.